there everyone, and welcome to the JPT sub. As you can see, we're looking at some Woodland Scenics lighting system components here. Today's video was really supposed to be about installing the DCC in a class 158 Grand Parish that I have, but due to an unforeseen issue with the proper decoder, that's on hold for now. So thought it'd be a good time maybe to just slide this in here and show you guys what I learned here. Okay, so we're looking at some different components of the Woodland Scenics here. The light hubs they're great. I like how this system really made lighting your layout a lot more modular to say that right. But these hubs require a power supply here, and this is the Woodland Scenics power supply that come with it. You can power several of these hubs, but you're really limited on the number of lights that you can power with this power supply. So these things are not the cheapest thing in the world, and there are a couple of alternatives out there for places you can buy them a little cheaper, or you can substitute with. But what I learned, and this is, I hope you guys will find it interesting, is that I found like a really cheap way to power this, and it worked. So really the light hubs are really the key component you need here. This particular set actually came with a couple of lights with it. Throw a link in Amazon on here for this one, and also for the one that doesn't have any lights with it, and there's not enough difference in price to make it worth getting the one that doesn't come with any lights. So at least you get a couple of lights too. So it's 4 ports. So one of the things that you'll need is for connecting to this from a different power source is some connector cables. So this has a specific plug on the end. It doesn't have the round plug like most of the other power supplies are going to come with if you buy a 3 volt power supply or a 24 volt power supply online there. So I picked up some connector cables, and this works multiple ways for me here. One is, so each end of these cables is exactly the same. So I cut one cable in half right off the bat so I could use it for plug into the hub, and the other end into what's going to be our new power supply. So the other half that I have of this cable will plug into any one of these other ports here, and then you can use these splicer plugs actually to put on the end of that cable and then extend on out from there. Or the other option was to use linker plugs, which have the plug on one end, so you could use it, cut it off, and put it on here. Or you can just plug your power supply straight into one of the splicer plugs there and just not do any cutting at all. So a couple of different options that you have going forward there. Something else too is like I said, this comes with some lights. You can buy the lights for Woodland Scenics, but their lights, they're bright, they're nice, but man, they're expensive. And I'm not trying to be cheap here. I'm just trying to be practical and make my hobby dollars go a lot farther along the way. So there's a lot of sources, Amazon, Temu, electronics places out there that sell LEDs, 3 volt, 12 volt, whatever size you want out there. And and that's a great way to go. And these splicer plugs or linker plugs, you can strip the end of the wire and plug them in there and go on. I'll leave it up to you guys to figure out if you need resistors or not in your lights based on what they are. But with 3 volt lights, I've not had to add any resistors using them through the light hub set here. So one of the things that I found at a big box craft store are these lampposts here from not made by anybody in particular, but they are super cheap. And when I say super cheap, I mean super cheap. So, and you can almost buy these for about the same price as what you're buying LEDs for online without any housing. So, basically, what I did with these was just I can break them open, pull the LED out of them, so that I don't really need the housing. But the little shafts here on these come in handy for some other projects. So that's the lighting that we're going to be using for this project. So I'm going to move this packaging out of the way because I've already got some of the stuff out of the package, and show you guys what I did to hook this up. Okay, so we got our light hub out here. Before I reveal what I'm using to power it with, here we go. We'll look at this. It's this is our power plug coming in. This is where I used half of one of these connector cables here. This plug is where you can pull that out and put extensions for add additional hubs here, whatever. This is one of the linker plug cables with the little splicer plug on the end here. And here's one of those lights out of the package there. So just plugged straight in here. You can see there's no resistors or anything at all here. So here's the cool El Cheapo power supply that I'm using here. And I had a bunch of the, I don't know how I've accumulated so many of these over the years, but for some reason I have several. But the good old fashioned gold standard in power packs, and I say gold as a pun, just because is these old Tyco HO train power packs that came in sets, and I mean they're out there everywhere cheap. But what I was surprised to learn is that the power supply that comes with this, or that Woodland Scenics sells for this, is a 24 volt DC power supply. And I never had seen it before, but just noticed on their documentation that you could power this off of track power, either DC or DCC track power, or off the accessories AC terminal on a 16 to 24 volt or 16 to 20 volt AC. I was a little skeptical at first, and wasn't sure. So here we go. We got it hooked up to the AC power, and I'm going to plug it in here. And so I guess before I plug it in, these things do not have an on-off switch. So the on-off is plugging it in or unplugging it. When you're wiring it up, the DC terminals, or AC terminals, I mean, be very mindful of that, Not that you're going to get a huge shock or anything, but, you'll get a little surprise there. Don't ask me how I know. If you hook it up to the DC terminals with the throttle all the way in the stop position here, there's no power here, so you're fine. And their lights will stay off until you just barely have to move it, to get the light to come on. And we'll switch the wiring over here in just a minute and show you guys that. But for the moment, I'm going to plug this into the AC, and you guys can see what happens. So I fixed that, but you can see here now we got the light. We're still on this AC power. Works fine, works great. And then now that I knew that was going to work, I got one of the actual Woodland Scenics lights out here, and you can see that works too. Obviously different colors in the lights, but unplug that one for now. All right, so I'm gonna stop for a minute here. I'm gonna unplug this thing so I don't get any little surprises, and switch it over to the DC side, and then we'll watch it work again. All right, so here we go. We got our got our plug switched over to the DC track. We got no light here. We got our throttle is off. So we turn our throttle on. I mean, just barely turn it on. There's our light. Doesn't seem to make any difference whether I go full throttle or just barely throttle. But yeah, so there you go. That's a, if you really only have to buy the plug that goes, the little plugs here and the light hub, one light hub, and you can, by the way, I've got one light hooked up here. You can hook a ton of lights up here. I mean, so with their power supply, they set up to 50. I haven't done the math really to see what it, how many you actually could run off of this, but you could technically run 2 hubs off of this, one off of each side, and then even if it was only 50 lights total off of here, this little power pack, like I said, these things are out there super cheap. A lot of us have them laying around from when we were kids. That you could power 100 lights here with just that, with 2 hubs, a few of these plugs, and this, if you really are creative about your wiring, without any issues. So yeah, I mean, hopefully that saves you guys some money out there, and it's a neat tip. And you know, I've had this hub actually. It's funny, I've got one hooked up, and we'll look over here at another light that's running with it right now in just a second. But I've had this one for a while, and I'm thinking, you know, okay, I wanted to use it in a different spot, or maybe even on a different module, where I wasn't able to link them together and power this hub off the other hub that's off the main power. So been wondering about a power supply, and then but never got around to buying one. So I'm kind of glad I didn't, now that I found this out. So I'm going to show you like a recent 3D print that I found online. I found the file online, printed, and put together. And let's move over here and take a look at that real quick. Okay, so here we go. This is Waffle House. You guys, you know it. You can see here it's plugged into the. This is actually run to the plug hub that's on the regular power supply, not on this, not on my new version. But the lighting in here is from these is LEDs out of these lampposts here. So there's 2 of them in here, which I wanted it to be pretty bright. I haven't put any people inside, you can see, but you can see it lights it up really well. I mean, we're in a daylight room, and you can tell the lights are on in there. So really happy with the inexpensive LEDs, the new power supply that I found for that to run these with. And yeah, like I said, I hope that is maybe a tip that a lot of you guys didn't know that you could do with this system. And have fun railroading. Thanks for watching. Thanks for any comments. We'd love to hear what you guys think about this find, or any other tips you might have on Woodland Scenics, just hub lighting that you want to share with everybody. We'll really appreciate it. And you guys all take care. Cheers.